guys, and welcome to another episode of the Spotlight. Today we have Dax Bambrough, and we have a very exciting project to introduce you. So, Dax, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, hi, I'm Dax. I've been working in marketing and marketing strategy for a long time. Back in the day when marketing was still advertising and it was still like, Mad Men type of thing. Maybe not quite that long, but it feels like it. These days I do marketing strategy for businesses looking for growth resets and for startups looking to figure out who their brand is and lay out their long-term marketing strategy to create slow, sustainable, steady growth.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dax. Just to give a little bit of context to those who are watching us for the first time, Spotlight is about showcasing how important it is to have a strategic journey and how many steps are involved to take a prospect from being a lead to an actual customer. Because I think a lot of people just launch an app, or an email and be like, okay, we're gonna have sales, when there's a lot that is involved here. So I'm really excited about this project that we're going to introduce. So it's called Nipa Ye. That's why don't you tell us a little bit about.
Yeah, so Nipa Ye is a manufacturer of an at-breast supplementer for mothers who are breastfeeding their newborn children and struggling with breastfeeding. It allows for that bonding effect to take place between mothers and their children who may have low milk supply or may just be struggling in any other way. So it allows them to supplement their natural breast milk with formula for their children.
It's very nice. Thank you so much. Well, let's dive into the good stuff.
Yeah,
If
sounds good.
someone comes to you with this plan, let's say that they want to launch, which is probably the case, but how would you approach this? How would you take this from being a basic plan to something that could actually work for these guys?
Yeah, so I think I love this journey, and I think it's important to note that this is a market where the most important thing in marketing overall is trust. People buy from people that they trust, and you're always trying to establish trust with your market on some level. And this market especially is very much in that. We're speaking to mothers of newborns, maybe they're first-time mothers, maybe they're not. We're speaking to their support system, and it is very important to them that they feel trust in a product that they're going to use with their baby. So that, I think, it's vital that every aspect of this journey feeds into that trust, because they've got to feel it or they're never going to arrive at the website and they're never going to look at the product. They've got to feel it at the end. They're never going to click buy and move on to being a complete customer. And that's what I love about this journey. I think steps 1, 2, 3, and 4 all feed into that in an amazing way, which is by making Nipa Ye part of the community, part of that breastfeeding community, and giving them answers, giving them bigger solutions, not just a product, but bigger solutions as part of their community. So with that, I think in those steps, the only change that I would make is I would go a little bit further in step 1 and join those communities. Step 1 is about creating blogs and social media content and stuff that shows thought leadership and gives information to their customers. I would join these communities on social media, on Facebook, Reddit, TikTok, and actually contribute to other people's conversations and not just lead your own. I think this is an important way for any company to say, we're a part of this community. We have a product that we want to help you solve this particular problem that you have, but we are also invested in everything that you're going through and want to be a part of who you are and what your own personal journey is.
Yeah, absolutely love that. I think that is going to be super valuable to establish trust and to even just give awareness that there's a product like here that exists. And I think this kind of groups or communities give you a real insight to what are the struggles that these women are facing. And then this company will be able to tailor their message with the same words that their audience is using.
Exactly. You can't build trust if you're speaking in other terms than people. And people see that lack of authenticity too. People know when you're there to sell them something versus when you are there to help them. And people are fine buying product that's going to help them, but they want to buy from somebody who truly wants to help them and isn't just selling them in order to sell a product. So yeah, as we go through this journey, I think that keeps building on that, and I think that's fantastic. The other aspects that I wanted to highlight, there's a couple that I really like, and that's in, let me just make sure I look at the right ones. Step 4 and 6. We talk about in step 4, a free sample of a supportive product like nipple cream or breastfeeding pads. And in step 6, offer limited edition bundles that include complementary products. And I think it's important to note, for the sake of these steps in this journey, that this is a product that's going to market for the first time. So this is a product that's not out in the market, it's trying to be launched. And what I love about these steps is that you're adding value. And that is a way to add to the value of the product. The ultimate goal is to get this product out into the market, to prove it, to get people to recognize it and start to know that it's there and see it in use, start to gather users and customers for this product. But I always am really hesitant when companies want to do that by discounting their product right at the beginning, because I don't ever want to diminish the value of what you're selling. Down the road, that's always a viable strategy. But at the beginning, I think you really want to establish the value of the product on its own and not the value of the product on its price. So I love these, that they're actually adding value to that, and that is a way to increase sales without diminishing the value. The one thing that I would change in this plan is step 5, which is a 14-day free trial for healthcare organizations. I love this. And I know that for Nipa Ye, that is a long-term goal, is to be selling not just direct to consumer, but also through healthcare organizations. At the moment of launch, they are looking directly at just direct to consumer. And so I think this is a longer term strategy that maybe comes down the road, that not even maybe, that definitely comes down the road. But at this moment, it doesn't relate as much to this individual customer journey. So what I would do is I would remove that. And at this point, step 6 becomes step 5 and step 7 becomes step 6. But I would create a new step 7, which is to also like maybe do some of the same thing, which is start to interact with bigger organizations. And that is have the availability for customers at checkout to donate one of these at-breast supplementers to an organization that supports mothers in need. Because just like the other things that a mother in need might need, breastfeeding issues are going to happen with them too. And I think this is another fantastic way to come full circle and tie it all the way back to our initial step, or our initial purpose, which was to become part of the community. And I think this, I mean, we can be cynical and say that, well, we're also increasing sales because we're selling another one. But I think that, again, like it's okay. It is okay to do that in the cause of really, truly supporting the community and showing people that you have your intention is to help people solve their problems. And in this case, help mothers connect to their children and have a breastfeeding experience that gives them confidence and helps them through this intimidating part of their life.
Absolutely. I really like that. And I think I've seen a lot of organizations also done like, when you purchase this, you get like, you're donating $1 to XYZ, which also could be a part of the step. And not that it bothers, but it also adds that social responsibility that all of the companies need to also cover. And most companies like this, which are solving a problem that are not like basically affect a lot of women on all social levels. So I think that's a really, really good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's just it. People begin businesses nearly universally to solve a problem. And so if you can contribute to solving that problem on a greater scale beyond just your own product, I think that really gets to the heart of what most of us are trying to do, is really just sort of like in our one little sphere, make things a little bit better for everybody else.
Like that's beautiful. Thank you so much, Dax. Is there anything you would like to highlight before we wrap it up?
Again, I just think that you know, building trust and being part of community, whatever that word means to you, it's a good word because it's like widespread. Whatever your company is, whether you're the marketer or the client that you're working with, another company, like look to be parts of communities, because that, I think, not only lifts every organization up, but it also strengthens every organization because we help each other solve problems and we help our customers solve problems.
Oh, that's been great, Dax. Thank you so much. I think this was a really beautiful project to bring into the show, and your insights were very valuable. I think it's a fresh approach to get more into the community and understanding what really are the pain points of the audience and how to become part of that solution. And so, thank you so much. If our audience wants to find you, what would be the best place?
Uh, Best place right now is definitely LinkedIn. My name is there on the screen, so you can find me there. You probably won't confuse me for any other Dax Bambrough. I am gonna go way out on the limb and guess I'm the only one there. So please connect with me. I love to connect with new people and love to just expand my own sphere of great people and great marketers that I'm surrounded by.
I can tell, and I'm grateful that we can be part of it. Thank you so much, Dax.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was a pleasure.